stretch. Okay, it's Monday. We have coffee. This is where I usually film. You guys see. We're gonna sit here every morning. I'm sorry, I'm being quiet because everyone in my house is still sleeping. I'm gonna sit and start looking over the headlines from the weekend and looking through my comments. 5:43, I'm on my way to the gym. I usually work out without eating anything beforehand, but I'm on pretty high calories right now as I'm coming off a bulk. I'm a bodybuilder, for those of you who don't know, and I'm gonna try to compete in the spring of next year. So I'm coming off my bulk. We'll have to start sliding down into maintenance and prep here in a little bit, so I'm eating some toast before I go work out. All right, I'm back from dropping my kids off at school. It's about 8:30. Usually, since it's a Monday, I would start on the whiteboard where I track legislation. But Congress has been on recess for a month because Republicans are welfare queens who don't like to work for a paycheck. So I have to do something different for my Substack subscribers, the paid Substack subscribers, because they get a long version of that every week. But haven't for the past few weeks. So I'm going to pivot to a series that I'm going to sustain for as long as Congress is on recess. I'm going to call it Congressional Dysfunction, where I'm just going to talk about a different episode of Congress not knowing how to function and walking around with their thumbs up their butt. So that's what I'm going to get to working on right now. And that should take me, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. Okay, all done with that. So now we're gonna move on to making video content for the rest of the people. So not just the Substack subscribers, but also social media. I want to start with talking about the No Kings marches and the impacts. There's a lot of discourse about this now, a lot of like bad faith arguments about it. So I'm gonna make a video for that. I'm going to do a little bit of research because I want to include some comments that are coming out of like sociologists and Erica Chenoweth, who is most well known for that 3.5% study. She's got some stuff to say. So I'm going to incorporate all of that. That'll probably be a longer video. So that's going to take me a little bit longer to make probably. And then after that, I'm going to record a Ground News spot. Ground News is a sponsor, not of this video. And not right now. And so I'm going to record something for them. I have to go through their homepage and see what's going on, like what's being covered on the right, because that's usually the stuff I want to focus on, how the right is covering things. So I'm probably going to focus on how the right is covering Israel and Gaza, because that ceasefire seems to be over. I came over here to record in my usual spot, but so I guess I'll go somewhere else. Okay, it's 11:30. I have finished the 3 videos that I needed to record this morning, and those are scheduled to go out or have already gone out. And now I'm voting. We have a big gubernatorial election in November, but early voting starts in Virginia 6 weeks before election day. But our satellite locations didn't open until today. So we have 1 location per county, and my county is huge. So we're the most populous counties in the state. And that voting location would have been like 30, 40 minutes from me. So today my local early voting location opened, satellite location. And so I am here to vote. Mission accomplished. We're home. We voted. We're going to eat lunch. Leftovers. This is all, it's just chicken and broccoli and butternut squash that I meal prepped yesterday on Sunday. I try to meal prep as much as I can on the weekends because the weeks are crazy. So we're gonna eat this. I'm gonna post the Ground News sponsored video while I eat. I wanted to wait till I got home to post it because it's about Israel. So if the comments pop off or something needs attention, I would prefer to be in my house when that happens. So, all right, it is 1 o'clock. The video is up about Israel, and so far it's fine. No one is losing their minds. I'm always a little nervous to talk about that topic. Because, I have been called a Hamas supporter and a Zionist in the same day before, which is wild. So we're down in my office. I usually film upstairs and then I write downstairs and do research down here. So the things that I'm going to work on now, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to work on prepping for a podcast that I'm recording I'm going to be on somebody's podcast next week. So I want to do a little prep for that. I have outreach for my next edition of Choose Your Fighter, which is the series where I interview candidates who are working to flip seats from red to blue, state and local seats, not Congress, but like, you know, farther down the ballot. It is about 2:15, so I'm moving on to working on Project 2025. We are almost done. I'm probably 4/5 of the way through my Project 2025 deep dives. I do these for my Substack subscribers every Wednesday, I think they go out. So I'm doing reading and rereading Project 2025 chapter by chapter, and then doing updates about what has and hasn't been implemented. I'm on a very long chapter. I'm on the chapter about trade, which is Peter Navarro's chapter, where he outlines like the tariff policies and all of that. All right, it's a little after 3. I finished my Project 2025 reading and research for the day. I will wrap it all up tomorrow when I actually sit down to write. And now it is time to eat my 4th meal. I had to change into a t-shirt because it was getting too hot for the sweater. So snack time, protein bar, and just a bunch of peaches. It's a little after 4 and I am about to start my second shift, chauffeuring around children to various and sundry activities. So I'm about to go pick up one of my kids from his after school athletic thing, come home, drop him off, and get the other kid, take him to his after school athletic thing. This part of the commute is when I do podcast catch up. So I'll start listening to like the news organizations, podcasts of the day, roundup headlines, anything that I might have missed. There's almost nothing I missed, but always worth seeing. So that's what we're doing now. All right. After 5, I'm at yet another children's activity. I sit in the parking lot. I am going to go through my email, answer some emails, and then I'm going to read a little bit of my book. I am working my way back through some portions of Empire of Liberty, which is, I think it's Gordon Wood's book about the first 20-ish years of American political history after the Constitution was ratified. Lots of comps, parallels to our current political situation. So I'm going back and refreshing my memory about some of those. And then we will be home for dinner. All right, it's 7:30. We've had dinner. The kids are working on their homework. Petunia is huge and on top of me. I'm on the couch. I'm going to continue answering emails and continue moderating comments, and then probably do that while I'm watching a bodybuilding show. And then bed at 8:30. Do it all again tomorrow. Bye.